Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a moment where someone speaks to you in English and your brain just stops? You know the words. You studied them. You've heard them before. But suddenly your mouth forgets how to move. You feel nervous. You feel stuck. You say nothing. Or maybe you just smile and say yes, even when the answer is no. It's okay, you're not alone. Many people feel this way, especially when they're just beginning to speak English with real people. But here's the good news. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need big grammar. You don't need long, difficult words. What you need is a way to begin, a way to speak, a way to feel confident, even when your English is simple. And that's exactly what I will show you in this video. This is not a normal English lesson. This is not just about grammar or vocabulary. This is about real conversations with real people. How to talk, how to listen, how to keep going even when you don't know what to say. You will learn the easiest ways to start a conversation. You will learn 10 short phrases that keep people talking. You will learn how to practice, even when you're alone. So please, don't click away. Stay with me until the end. Because if you watch this video, you will feel something new. You will feel ready. You will feel, yes, I can do this. I can talk to people in English. And more than that, you'll enjoy it. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Talk with one. Simple sentence. Let me tell you something important. You do not need big English to talk to people. You do not need to speak fast. You do not need perfect grammar. What you need is one simple sentence. Just one. One sentence can start a real conversation. One sentence can build a connection. One sentence can open a door. That is the secret. Most learners try to say too much. They worry about long answers. They worry about using the correct tense or the right preposition. And then they say nothing. They stay quiet. But if you can say just one sentence, even a short one, you have already won. Because silence never starts a conversation, but a sentence does. Let me show you how this works. Imagine someone shows you a picture. You don't need to say a lot. You can simply say, I like this. That's it. That small sentence shows your feeling. It shows that you're present. It shows that you care. And guess what? The other person will probably say something back. They may ask, really? Why do you like it? And now you are in a conversation. You're not alone anymore. You're part of something. And it all started with one simple sentence. Here's another example. You are sitting with a classmate. They have a nice pen. You can say, nice pen, or that's a cool pen. It's short, it's easy, but it can begin a smile. Maybe they will say, thanks. Maybe they will tell you where they got it. Maybe they will start talking to you. And again, you are no longer outside. You are inside the moment. All from one small, honest sentence. Now let's try a sentence for people. Let's say you meet someone for the first time. They speak English well. You can say, your English is very good. That's a sentence anyone can say. And it feels good to hear. The other person might smile and say, thank you. They might ask, are you learning English too? And now, you're not just practicing English. You're connecting as two people. Isn't that beautiful? Here's something funny. When you speak one sentence, the other person often speaks 10. You don't have to say much. You don't need to lead the conversation. Most people love to talk. They just need someone to begin. Your job is easy. Just start. You don't need to finish the conversation. You don't need to say everything. Just open the door. Some students say, "But I'm afraid. What if I say something wrong?" And I say, "Good. Say something wrong, but say something." Because silence doesn't improve your English. Mistakes do. Confidence comes from action, not from waiting. So don't wait for perfect English. It will never come. Instead, use the English you already know. Use it today. Use it now. Let's try a little game. I'll say a situation, and you try to think of one sentence. Ready? You see someone reading a book you like. What can you say? Maybe, "That's a good book." You're standing in line at the coffee shop. What can you say? Maybe, "Long line today, right?" You meet someone at work or school. What can you say? Maybe, "Hi, I'm your name." It's always just one sentence. One friendly, open sentence. That's enough. Now I want to share something from my experience. I had a student. Her name was Anna. She came from Brazil. Her English was very basic. She knew maybe 300 words. But every day she said one sentence to someone. One sentence in English. She said things like, "Nice weather today," or "I like your shoes," or even just, "Hello, how are you?" And something amazing happened. After 1 month, she was having real conversations, not because she studied more, not because she learned more grammar, but because she used her English. One sentence at a time. You see, learning English is not only about knowing, it's about using, speaking, trying. That's how it grows. Language is not a thing you hold. It's a thing you do. So do it. Speak it. One sentence at a time. And here's your challenge, your mission for today. Say one English sentence to someone. It can be a friend, a classmate, a stranger, a waiter, anyone, just one sentence. Maybe, "Nice weather," or "I'm learning English," or "Have a good day." That's all. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Just speak. Speak one small sentence. Because that small sentence is not small at all. It is powerful. It is the beginning of your English conversation journey. You are ready, so go say it. Chapter 2. The Golden Rule of Real Conversations. There is one big mistake that many English learners make. They try to say everything. They try to explain big ideas, tell long stories, or use perfect grammar every time. And what happens? They stop. They feel nervous. They feel stuck. They say nothing. But here is the golden rule of real conversation. Don't try to say everything. Just say something. That's it. Say something small. Something real. Something simple. And you will be in the conversation. You don't need to speak like a book. You don't need to sound like a news reporter. You just need to be a human. Friendly, natural, alive. Let's look at a real example. Someone asks you, "Do you like movies?" Now, maybe you want to say, "Yes, I love movies." especially romantic comedies. I usually watch them on weekends because they make me feel happy and relaxed. That's a great sentence, but it's long. It's hard. So instead, just say, yes, I think so, or I like funny movies. That's enough. You said something. You are part of the conversation. And if you want, you can always add more later. You don't need to say everything now. The key is to start small. Let's try another one. Someone says, "Do you want coffee?" You don't need to say, "Well, I don't drink coffee in the evening because it keeps me awake, and I had one earlier, so maybe I'll have tea instead." That's too much. Just say, "No, not really," or "maybe later." It's simple, it's honest, it keeps the conversation going. Real English is full of short answers. Think about how native speakers talk. They say things like, "Sure," "Sounds good," "Maybe," "I'm not sure." That's okay. These are the real building blocks of conversation. You don't need fancy words. You don't need complex grammar. You need real words that real people use every day. Now let's talk about something very powerful. Body language. Sometimes your words are small, but your body can say a lot. If you smile, people feel good. If you nod your head, people feel heard. If you make eye contact, people feel connection. So, even if your words are simple, your face, your voice, your eyes, they all speak too. They say, "I'm here. I'm listening. I care." And people will love that. They will want to talk to you more. You don't need perfect English to make people feel good. You just need to show them that you care. Let's add something easy but powerful. Ask back. If someone asks you a question, you can ask it back. For example, "Do you like music?" "Yes." "What about you?" "Have you been here before?" Number. You. "Do you like this food?" "I think so." "Do you like it?" These are small, natural replies, and they are golden. They keep the conversation going. They show that you are not only talking, you are interacting. You are not just answering like a robot. You are building a connection. And this is what real conversations are all about. Some of my students worry about not knowing enough words. They think, "I can't talk. My vocabulary is small." But I tell them, you don't need big vocabulary to be interesting. You just need real vocabulary. Words like maybe, sure, yes, no, I like that, or that's cool. These words are small, but they are alive. They make people feel close to you. I remember one student. His name was Rihan. He didn't speak much English at first, but he smiled a lot. He said short things like, "Yes," "Nice," "I see," and "You're right." People loved talking to him. Why? Because he was real. He didn't try to be perfect. He just showed up, responded, and smiled. And over time, he got better and better, without stress. So here's the big idea. Speak with your heart, not with your grammar book. Speak with your eyes, your hands, your voice. Speak with small words that carry big meaning. Say yes. Say not really. Say I don't know. Say maybe later. Say that's good. Say something. Don't wait until you know everything. Nobody knows everything, not even native speakers. And the truth is, most real conversations are made of very simple words. Now I want you to imagine a conversation. You are standing next to someone. They say, "It's hot today." You can say, "Yes, very hot," or "too hot," or "I want ice cream." All of these answers are good. None of them are perfect, but all of them are real. They are human. That is what makes a conversation. So your goal is not to be perfect. Your goal is to be present. Your goal is to say something, anything, small, true, simple. And now, here's your next challenge. Try this. The next time someone talks to you in English, don't stay quiet. Don't freeze. Don't run. Just give a small, honest answer. Use a real short reply. Smile. Nod. Maybe ask back. That's it. That's the golden rule. Don't say everything. Just say something. Because when you do that, something amazing happens. You stop being afraid. You stop feeling small. You start to connect. You start to grow. And that's what real English is all about. Chapter 3. Use these 10 magic conversation phrases. Sometimes we think that speaking English means knowing 1,000 words. We think we need big vocabulary, perfect grammar, and long sentences. But that's not true. In real life, most conversations are built from just a few small phrases. Phrases that are easy to learn, easy to remember, and very powerful. In this chapter, I will give you 10 magic conversation phrases that every English beginner should know. These phrases can help you speak with confidence, keep the conversation alive, and show that you are listening, even when you don't understand everything. Let's go through them one by one, with real examples. That's interesting. This is one of the best phrases to use when someone tells you something. It shows that you are listening. It shows that you care. And it's easy. For example, someone says, "I like to study at night." You can say, "That's interesting." Or, "That's interesting. I study in the morning." This small phrase can open the door to more conversation. It also gives you time to think. 2. Really? This word is short, but it is full of meaning. You can say "really" when someone tells you something surprising. For example, "I have 6 brothers." You say "really?" It shows you are surprised. You are listening. You want to know more. And the best part? It's just one word. 3. Tell me more. This phrase is powerful. You can use it when you don't know what to say next, but you want to keep the conversation going. If someone says, "I visited Pakistan last year," and you don't know what to say, just smile and say, "Tell me more." The other person will continue talking. You are part of the conversation, even without saying much. 4. I don't know the word, but... This is a great phrase when your vocabulary is small. You don't need to stop talking just because you don't know a word. You can say, "I don't know the word, but it's like a small house in the forest." Now the other person will help you. They might say, "Do you mean a cabin?" And you say, "Yes." This is how you grow, not by staying quiet, but by trying. 5. How do you say... This phrase is magic in learning. You can point to something and say, "How do you say this in English?" Or if you know the word in your language, say, how do you say your language word in English? People love to help, and when they teach you the word, you will remember it, because you learned it in a real conversation. 6. One moment, I'm thinking. Sometimes your brain needs time. That's normal. But many learners feel nervous when they stop speaking. So use this phrase. It tells the other person that you are thinking, that you didn't forget, that you just need a second. It gives you time, and time is very helpful when you are learning a language. Try it in any situation. You will feel less pressure. 7. I like that idea. This is a great phrase when someone shares an opinion. For example, someone says, let's watch a movie. You can say, I like that idea. It shows agreement. It makes people feel good, and it helps you be part of the group, even if you don't say much more. 8. Can you say it again? Don't be afraid to ask. Many learners pretend to understand, but it's better to be honest. Say, can you say it again? Most people will say it more slowly. They will help you, and you will feel proud because you stayed in the conversation. You didn't give up. 9. Me too. So short. So useful. You can use this when someone says something you also feel. I like pizza. You say, me too. I'm tired today. You say, me too. It's friendly, it's natural, and it makes you part of the moment. Don't try to make a long answer. Just say, me too. That's enough. 10. Let's talk again soon. This is a beautiful way to end a conversation. It shows you like the talk. It opens the door for the future. Maybe you'll see the person again. Maybe not. But this phrase makes them feel good. It makes you sound confident, kind, and warm. And it's just 5 words. Now let me show you how these phrases can create a real conversation. Person A, I like your shoes. You, thanks, I got them online. Person A, really? You, yes, they were on sale. Person A, that's interesting. You, I like that idea. Buying online is easy. Person A, sometimes I don't trust online shopping. You, tell me more. Person A, one time I bought a shirt and it was the wrong size. You, oh no, can you say it again? Person A, it was the wrong size. You, me too. That happened to me last month. Person A, we should go shopping together. You, let's talk again soon. Look at that, a full conversation. No big words, no difficult grammar, just 10 magic phrases. They are short, they are powerful, and they help you stay inside the conversation, not outside. This is your toolbox now. Use it every day. Use these phrases at work, at school, in the store, online, or even with yourself in the mirror. And here's your challenge. Choose 3 of these phrases and use them today. You don't need to say all 10 right away, just 3. Start small. Use them with a friend, or in class, or even in a comment, and tomorrow, use 3 more. Because with just a few words, you can do something amazing. You can talk in English, and that's a big win. Chapter 4. Repeat and Copy. The best way to sound natural. There is a secret in language learning that nobody tells you at the beginning. But today, I will tell you. If you want to speak natural English, if you want to sound fluent, smooth, and confident, you don't need to study more grammar. You don't need to learn big words. You need to repeat and copy. That's it. Just repeat and copy what real English speakers say. Say it out loud. Say it again and again. And soon, those sentences will become your sentences. That is how native speakers learn to speak, and it's how you will learn too. Let me tell you a story. There was a student named Layla. She came to my class 6 years ago. She was quiet. She was shy. She didn't speak much English. But every day she did one thing. She listened to a short English video, paused it, and repeated every sentence out loud, word by word. She didn't just read it. She copied the voice, the speed, the feeling, the rhythm. And slowly, something magical happened. Her sentences started to sound more and more natural. Her words became smoother. Her answers became faster. She didn't translate in her head anymore. She just spoke. After a few months, people thought she had been speaking English for years. But her secret was simple. She copied. This technique is called shadowing. It means listen to someone speak English and say the same words with the same voice just a second later. Like a shadow. You are the shadow of the speaker. They say it, you say it. They pause, you pause. They smile, you smile. You don't just copy the words, you copy the way they speak. And your brain learns not just English, it learns real English. You can do this with anything. A podcast, a TV show, a YouTube video, even a short conversation from a movie or a learning app. Start with something simple. Don't choose fast speakers. Don't choose big, complicated texts. Just pick something short, 1 or 2 minutes. Then, step 1, listen. Just listen. Let the words enter your ears. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Just listen. Step 2, pause. Stop the audio after one sentence. Take a breath. Step 3, repeat. Say the sentence out loud. Try to copy the sound, the rhythm, the feeling. Step 4, speak again. Repeat the sentence 2 or 3 times. Try to make it smoother each time. Your mouth is learning a new movement, like learning to dance. Do this for 10 minutes a day, just 10. That's enough to change how you speak. That's enough to build the muscle of conversation. Because speaking is not only about knowledge, it's about movement. Your mouth must feel the words. Your ears must catch the rhythm. Your brain must remember the sound. And this only happens when you repeat and copy. Here's something powerful. You've already heard thousands of English sentences in your life, from songs, movies, teachers, videos. But hearing is not enough. You must use them. You must own them. And you do that by copying. When you copy, you are telling your brain, this is my sentence now. I will say it like this. Let's try a small example right now. I'll give you a simple sentence. That sounds great. Say it with me. Ready? Listen. That sounds great. Now you. That sounds great. Again. That sounds great. One more time. That sounds great. Good. Now say it with a smile, with energy, like you mean it. That sounds great. This is how you train your speaking muscle, like going to the gym, small sets, repeated often. And this isn't just about pronunciation, it's about real conversation. When someone tells you a plan, you can say, "That sounds great." When someone shares good news, say, "That sounds great." This one sentence, now yours, is useful every day. Let me give you 5 more short phrases you can copy and use in real life. I didn't catch that, when you don't understand. You're right, when you agree. Let me think, when you need time. It depends. When the answer is not clear. I see what you mean. When you understand. These are real phrases. Native speakers use them all the time, and you can use them too, if you practice them out loud every day. Now, I want to tell you something that surprised many of my students. When they started shadowing and repeating, their listening also got better. Why? Because when you repeat what you hear, your ears become sharper. You start to notice the small things, the sounds, the connections between words, the pauses. You begin to feel the music of English, and that feeling makes everything easier, speaking, listening, understanding. So here's your challenge. Find one short English video today. Maybe it's a 30-second clip, or a scene from a TV show, or a video like this one. Then do this. Listen, pause, repeat, speak. Do it every day, just 5 to 10 minutes. No pressure, no stress, just copy, repeat, speak. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up and try. Because when you do that, something beautiful happens. You don't just learn English, you start to live it. And when you live it, you sound natural. You speak with rhythm. You speak with ease. You speak like you've always known how. Chapter 5. How to keep the conversation alive, even when you're nervous. There's a moment every English learner knows. You are talking to someone. Maybe it's going well. You said hello, you answered their question, you smiled. But then, silence. Your brain freezes. Your words disappear. You look at the other person. They look at you. You both wait. And inside, you feel nervous. You don't know what to say. You want to run away. But here's the good news. That moment, that silence, is normal. And even better, you can learn how to turn it into a new beginning. In this chapter, we'll learn how to keep the conversation alive, even when you feel nervous or stuck. First, you must understand something very important. You do not need perfect English to have a good conversation. You just need to keep it going. That means when the energy feels low, you don't stop. You restart. And that is a skill you can learn. Let's begin with a simple idea. When you don't know what to say, ask a question. Questions are your best friend in conversation. They open the door again. They give the other person something to say. And you get time to relax, listen, and prepare your next sentence. Here are 3 great conversation-saving questions. What do you think? Let's say someone is talking about their job or a movie or the weather. You listen and then say, "What do you think?" This is simple, natural, and powerful. It shows you are listening. It invites the other person to share more. It gives them space, and it gives you time. 2. That's cool. And you? You can use this when the other person asks you a question. For example, I like music. What about you? You answer, I like music too. That's cool. And you? It feels like a real conversation, back and forth, like tennis. You don't need big vocabulary. Just one short question can bring new energy. 3. I'm learning English. Can I ask a question? This one is very honest. And honesty is a beautiful thing in any language. When you don't know what to say, just be honest. Say, I'm learning English. Can I ask a question? People will smile. They will help. And now, the conversation becomes a chance to learn. That's not a mistake. That's a victory. Now let's go deeper. Because sometimes, there's no big topic. Nobody is talking about movies or music or jobs. What can you talk about? The answer is simple. Talk about what you see. Look around you. Look at the weather, the food, the colors, the people, the space you are in. Real conversations often begin with small things, not big ideas, not perfect English, just small, easy observations. Here are some simple examples. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? This coffee smells good. It's very quiet here today. I like the music in this place. That cake looks nice. Have you tried it? These sentences are not deep. They are not complicated, but they do something important. They start something. And that is what makes a conversation, not long speeches, just small doors you open. Maybe the other person answers, maybe they don't. That's okay. You tried, and tomorrow you can try again. Let me tell you a little story. One of my students, Arif, once said, I can never talk to people in English. I always feel stupid. So I gave him a challenge. I said, tomorrow, say 3 sentences to someone new. Don't worry about grammar. Just 3 small sentences. The next day, he came to class smiling. He said, I did it. I asked, what did you say? He said, Number 1, nice day today. Number 2, do you know what time it is? Number 3, I'm learning English. Can I ask you something? That's it. 3 sentences. But something changed. Arif saw something he didn't see before. He could talk to anyone, even strangers, even with simple English. That is the spike moment. That is the powerful feeling we want you to feel. That moment when you realize, I don't need to be perfect. I just need to try. And remember, sometimes the best part of the conversation is not even the words. It's your face, your body, your smile, a small nod, a small laugh, a kind look. These things say, I am here. I am listening. You don't always need to speak a lot. You just need to be present, be kind, be human. That's the heart of conversation. So here's your challenge. Tomorrow, say 3 sentences to someone new. It could be a shop worker, a classmate, someone at the bus stop, or even a stranger walking a dog. You don't need to say much, just 3 sentences. Use what you learned in this chapter. Use the environment. Use your voice. Use your eyes. And most important, use your courage. Because conversation is not about showing off. It's about showing up. And every time you speak, even a little, you grow stronger. You grow braver. You grow closer to real English. And that, my friend, is something worth talking about.